You know, I got a message from one of my subscribers, and I thought it was a very interesting question, yet a question that needed to be addressed. They asked me, you know, with all the bullshit that myself and a lot of other black YouTubers go through here, especially us that talk of things, you know, of positivity and things that are constructive and things that help the black community. With all the stuff that we go through, why do I continue to do this? You know, they were asking me, you know, you've had what, 2-3 channels taken down. The Klan have been after you. People have made fake profiles, called you all kind of names, but you continue to get here on YouTube and do videos, and you're not making any money. And as you guys can see, you guys that watch my videos all the time or whatever, I don't have any ads on my videos. I'm not making any money from this YouTube, Google bullshit, whatever you want to call it. But the answer to that question is, I'm someone who is passionate about my people. This is not an act. I'm not getting on here so someone can kiss my ass or pat me on the back. I genuinely care about my people. I care about us rising here in this country. I see things that have not only affected close friends and families of mine, but I see things that are affecting everyone as a whole. And I see how detrimental it's going to be within the next 10 to 20 to 30 years. And me being someone who I read a lot, I'm very observing. I've been through things in my life as not just being a black male in this country, but just being black in general. I've experienced things, and me taking all those things together, I see a lot of things that I feel like needs to be changed. I see things that we need to come together and do to better our situation. Since the beginning of time, black people have been, you know, I'm not even going to say second class, but third, fourth class in this country. Nobody cares about us. We've always had to, anything that we've got in this country, whether you look at the Harlem Renaissance, or, you know, when we were managers and, you know, owners of certain companies or businesses, we had to do that on our own. You look at the civil rights movement. Nobody came along and said, hey, we're gonna fight for you guys, for your rights and everything. No, we had to come together and we had to do it on our own. Yes, there were, you know, certain white people here and there or whatever that came in and benefited the cause too and helped out, but at the end of the day, we had to come together. We had to say, hey, this has to stop. We had to control our dollar. We had to stop riding the buses and taking bullshit off of the powers that be in this country. So when I look at my history and I look at where we're going as a people, and I notice the wisdom and the outlook I have on this country for my people, I have to put it out there. Now, I'm not someone who gets here on YouTube, runs my mouth about what black people need to do or racism or etc., etc. And I don't do anything in my personal life. Just like I've said before, I'm part of an organization called 100 Black Men. You guys can look it up. It's here in LA, and we're trying to venture it out through America. But I do a lot of things for my community. I speak to kids. I go to career days. I make it a point to educate young African American kids, because I feel like it's detrimental for them not to know where they come from and not to be aware of the things that they're going to face the older they get. Black kids can't afford to live in a Walt Disney World. We can't afford to think that, you know, everything will be alright just because we work hard and we get good grades in school. That's a prime key for our success, but at the same time, we're still going to face different adversities that other races do not have to deal with. So we can't afford to keep our kids in the background and act nonchalant as if, you know, none of this stuff exists, or racism is not here in this country, or in the world in general, or discrimination or any other thing you can name that black folks deal with on a daily basis. So that's basically what I wanted to say. You know, that's why I get on here and I do these videos. I don't get paid for this. You know, even if I did try to get paid and have ads on my videos, you have to remember that for every $100 you make, and I don't even think YouTube sends you any money unless you get to $100. If you made $100 off of YouTube, can you imagine how much money you've made Google and a YouTube company? You probably made them $500, $600, $700. And I know I still generate money for YouTube just even being on here. I don't even have to put ads on my videos. But like I said before, you know, I'm not gonna be a slave for YouTube. You know, for you guys that make money off your YouTube videos, hey, go ahead. You can get $1 here and there, do your thing. It's just, it's not for me. I am blessed enough to have a career that I can generate a decent amount of income and be able to support myself. I'm not struggling, let's just put it that way. But that's basically what I wanted to say, and I want to answer that question from that subscriber, because I felt like it was a very good question, because you do deal with a lot of bullshit here on YouTube, especially when you talk about things that I talk about, as well as other YouTubers out here, those who are consistent, and normally you have to always talk about things within the black community or racism or anything like that, but you make it a point to put some knowledge and some wisdom out there and wake up your people. And for you guys that have been with me for a while, back when I had my first channel, there was a kid that hit me up and was literally gonna go the next day to school and shoot a bully, that was harassing him. And if it wasn't for me, exchanging numbers with this kid, talking to him, telling him it wasn't the right thing to do, really calming this kid down, somebody would have lost their life. So I've done a lot of good that since I've been on YouTube. I haven't been on here in vain. I will eventually probably start advertising my business on here, because I am getting ready. I'm in the works of starting up a business and starting my own distribution company as far as with music, etc., etc., and some other things I got going on. So I will start to advertise after a while, but that's not why I get on here. I'm gonna get my dollar and eat regardless. I don't depend on this internet shit. I just want to get on here, speak the truth, help somebody, wake a few people up. And we're not gonna help everybody. Everybody's not gonna change. Some people don't want to hear what I had to say, or other YouTubers out here that speak the truth. But if you can get one person to say, hey, they really woke me up on something, or they made me look at something in a different way, or I need to stop selling poison to my people, I need to stop acting ignorant, or I'm 30 years old but I'm acting like I'm 18 or 16 years old. If you can get one person to analyze their life and do something different and move into a positive direction, or just wake them up mentally, you've done your job. And that's all I aim for on here, But I want to thank that subscriber for sending me that message. Man, for everybody that's listened to me or whatever, you've been riding with me since my first channel, or you just recently hopped on the bandwagon or whatever, I want to thank you. I thank everybody, from the bottom of my heart, that continues to listen to me and continues to support my movement and what I stand for. I'm out, you guys. Peace.